Hello, guys. So, shout out to all my demon lords. I know you people that've been with the channel for a while are like, yeah, you haven't talked about them forever and a day. You haven't. We were having some glurfluffles, and you guys know my main demon is I work with a lot. I work with Satan and Lucifer as distinct entities. See them as old gods, but if they want to be seen as demons, I'm down with that too. And I work with Asmodeus, and Asmodeus is extremely passionate. So am I, and we can come to loggerheads. And it's not like Odin and I come to loggerheads, and we both kind of enjoy and we know. And there's just the years and years of experience there that we know at the end of the day we can really have at it. I think Asmodeus and I finally had our first big fight, and I actually congratulated him after. I'm like, we had a fight and we survived. We're going to be okay. And you actually need to be able to do that because there are going to be times when your god, demon, goddess, angel, tree outside, Loki, Buddha, whatever you're serving, you're going to fight. And you're going to fight hard, and it's going to be something that they're very passionate about, and you're very passionate about, and you're really going to go at each other hammer and tongs. Be ready for this because it's going to happen. And you know what? It's okay because then you both learn about each other. Is Odin told me, even if they are all omnipotent, which he's never given any indication they are, they don't use their full-blown godly powers or demonic powers or whatever you see your higher power as every single time they deal with us. It would be exhausting from what I get. It's just they don't do it. So I asked Lucifer because I did get these cards for Lucifer to work with. She said her cards are satanic and from the devil, and I'm like, great. She said that all angels are from the devil, and I'm like, great. That makes this a satanic tool that I can use in full confidence because the creator herself decried these cards as satanic and sinful and wrong, and whatever. So I asked Lucifer if he would like to give me a kind of a heads up of, how do I and Asmodeus get along, because he's just really passionate sometimes, and he was really passionate about, and I even agreed with him, but it was the way he presented something. It was the way he presented something. We usually love each other to bits. I'm babying him and treating him very well, but there are times we're gonna fight, and I got this for acceptance, and it looks like Lucifer coming down. It's about, let's see. See yourself and others through the eyes of the angels, which she said these are demons. So see them through the eyes of the demons. Let's just, invert everything here. With unconditional love and acceptance. In this way, you inspire and lift everyone to their highest potential. Clearly, this is the work of Satan because he wants you to lift people up and okay. And that King Gigglespecker, Asmodeus just wanted to get me to once and for all step away from any kind of rose-colored glasses view of any kind of, let me carefully word this. If you're not working with them, demons, old gods, however you see them, really don't care about your faith. They really don't. But once you are under their care and tutelage, they very much care about what you believe in things. Asmodeus can be very exacting. And Asmodeus is like, I am telling you the truth here. They are telling you some messed up stuff over here. And he has a beef with the church, obviously. With the Roman Catholic Church, with any feeling human who loves children or women or just about any other group, come to think of it, has a beef with them too. It doesn't mean that we do anything wrong to them, but it does mean, he was like, see all this shit coming up in the news? See all this messed up stuff you were taught? Because I think it was Asmodeus as had me going to ex-Christian and ex-Catholic Reddit a lot of the time, and then I found a really cool demonology one now. And he's like, this is why I push you to look at this stuff. Look at what these people are saying. Look at what their things are. Think back to your childhood, woman. Think about some stuff that happened in your family. Think of what that implication is. And he says, I am trying to protect you. And the thing was, and I'm not adding backstory here, you know how kids are always, especially Catholic kids. If the devil, you can't have the devil, Catholic kids will toggle right towards Satan. It's like, it's guaranteed. You want your children to not worship Satan? Make him cool? and try to make him cool in that cringy adult way that adults do, and we just miss the boat, they will never work with him. You make him forbidden fruit, of course the kids are going to run towards him. And just about everybody in my family, all the kids, were like, "Yay, Satan!" So, my brother used to do stuff, and then he's like, "Why do you think he reached out to Satan? Why do you think he reached out to me? Why do you think he didn't say himself specifically, but why do you think the demons also reached out to your family along with the Norse gods? We had some busy spiritual traffic in this house, along with dead people, and I swear a UFO went over once. We got a busy house here." And it was a thing of Satan was trying to protect your brother. Satan was trying to protect you. But Satan comes through for me in this very gentle, quiet way. Not in that traditional, grand, Hollywood, gothic, wahaha way. Not in the way he does for some theistic Satanists. Comes through in a very different way. Doesn't mean they're wrong and I'm right. It just means, we have very different thing. Like, I have a very different relationship with Asmodeus, Asmodee. Don't let him trick you into certain names. Than other people do. And we kind of have this fluid understanding of, is he this ancient god that was people were told not to worship, or are they two different entities, or are there many? He kind of plays fast and loose with that. You have to watch. He is very clever, and he is very sneaky sometimes if he can get something. Um, and we're just going through a thing now where he's like, "No, absolutely not. For your own good. I know this is going to hurt, but I'm going to take this away from you." And it was actually the best thing he could do. And Satan and Lucifer had stopped answering me, which was weird because they always answer. I mean, Satan especially, like, super fast, Lucifer too. And the demons had all pulled back. And it was like, "He's teaching or something. Everybody just go away." And it was that. And once I said, "Okay, I see what you mean. You're right. You're right. It's not right that they did that to children. It's not right that they're still doing it to children. It's not right all the so I can't monetize this. So it's not right all this bad stuff that's going on, but the demons are right. The demons are trying to help people." It was funny, it came up on 2020, like a 2020 disaster bingo, and it had about demons offering help, and I'm like, they actually will help you. They're not bad. They're not what the church says they are. They will help you and they will teach you things. But you have to be willing to put in the study. Like, if I wanted to study, oh, I don't know, like, say mathematics. I don't want to, but say I did. Asmodeus could help, or maybe another demon would be more geared towards that. But you would actually have to put it in the study. He's not going to come over and go, boop, and just put the knowledge in my head. He's going to make sure I study. Lead me perhaps to the right teacher, lead me to the right books or YouTube videos or whatever, but everybody's going crazy out there. But he's going to make sure I do things and handle things in, an Asmodeus approved way. So I owe him a public apology. He was only trying to help, and it was a lot of stuff we had to unpack. And I don't think I had traumatic experiences, though I once had a doctor tell me, because before I got hit by the car, I did have a memory gap. Once had a doctor tell me, if you can't remember something, don't try to, because your brain's protecting you. But I did remember a lot of my childhood, and a lot of stuff made sense. And all the people that would have been involved have passed away by now, but it's like, that really makes sense now. And I just read some stuff on ex-Catholic Reddit today that I'm like, damn. I mean, putting yourself in harm's way just to protect the younger kids. I mean, that's more sacrifice than most adults would do. So, obviously I'm not going to be monetizing this, but it was something that Asmodeus is like, this is what we were trying to protect you from. This is why you've always been surrounded by all these imaginary friends. This is why you've always had demons and gods in your life, and whether you see the demons as whole gods as I do, or you see them as demons, which a lot of other theistic demonolators do, it's fine. I don't have a beef with you, and I don't want you to have a beef with me. We're on the same side. We're working with the same entities. We just see them differently. So it's all back to Asmodeus cuddles. It's like, why won't you let me help you? So he can get passionate. He can get loud. He can get a little scary. Satan can get a little grumpy really fast if he thinks you're not listening. And, they're playing fast and loose with me. Sometimes the hierarchy exists, sometimes it never existed. Sometimes they're all, they're doing all this stuff with me, but I know it's fine. It's part of my learning process. But, Satan and Lucifer both were not going to come forward till Asmodeus and I had sorted stuff out. And Pazuzu had pointed out, he said, I love you, but I don't have the passion to teach you that Asmodeus does. He says, I would love to be your teacher, but I wouldn't take you as far. He's like, Asmodeus is going to take you further. You two might kill each other in the process, but Asmodeus is going to take you further. So it's like, I think Asmodeus and Odin are talking, and Asmodeus and Loki are in communication of, yeah, she's stubborn as a mule. She'll do the exact opposite just to spite you. She will not listen. She's a lot like, the historical description of, say, Satan or Lucifer. They really have to learn how to work that, manipulate that. And I think Asmodeus is doing the best they can. They're just used to people that listen a little better than I do, but they didn't hurt me in the process. They hurt my feelings, but in the grand scheme of things, to teach a lesson to help me further along, that's fine. So, if you guys like what you see, like, comment, and subscribe. So yeah, I owe Asmodeus an apology. I owe the demons an apology. It's just a lot to unpack, and there's some certain nightmare stuff that the Catholic Church planted in my brain that I don't think I'll ever be able to get rid of, but I've prayed to Satan about it, I've prayed to Lucifer, I've asked Asmodeus, I've asked Loki and Odin. It would be kind of ironic to ask God or Jesus, I think, but it's just nightmare stuff they planted there to control people, to keep you in the church and giving the money and keeping your mouth shut out of fear. And I'm hearing people. My lawn was just cut, but it sounds like we're doing it again. But it's a lot of stuff I still have to unpack and a lot of healing I have to do. So hopefully they do it. Hopefully Lily Pond and you can give them pet names. Everybody shows back up, but they pretty much have. So if you guys like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.